Friday night special here for night number 3 of the 2017 campaign is the mini wedge carts are already going to go green here. Oh boy. On the pole, it's scheduled to be Racing Graham, the 28. He'll lead the herd down the back straightaway already here on the opening circuit. So Racing Graham and Brooklyn Hennigan scheduled to start on the front row there. The Marshall, Texas 4th generation racer. Her older brother, Dustin Hennigan, the 11-year-old, won last Saturday night at the Architect Speedway, one coming around the 42 here. That is Cale Bueller. Caselyn Nelson started inside of row number 2 in the 36. Kaylor Whitehead in 36K. Getting disposed of there by the 16 to Dustin Hennigan, last Saturday night's winner at the Architect Speedway. Kaylor trying to pull to the back bumper of the 16 to Hennigan, can't get the job done. Shooter Johnson in the 88 as Racing Graham is lapping his competition right now. Dustin Hennigan started outside of row number 3 in the orange number 16. Marshall Lynch in 36M is a Locksburg, Arkansas racer. Once again, Cale Bueller in 42 and Dougie Bueller, the 5-year-old, in 33. So Graham will dispose of Kaylor Whitehead. I believe Graham is lapped all the way up to 4th. High side hustling his little Dustin Hennigan. He gets it honest. Once again, the 4th generation racer all the way back to his great-grandfather Ace Hennigan, to his grandfather Tommy Joe Hennigan, to his father Chris Hennigan, and now the little Dustin Hennigan. Sorry. As we're going green here, raceontexas.com on demand on night number 3 at Timberline Speedway as we go into 1. Jimerson going to get the whole shot. The Cleveland Texan in car number 11. As they go 3 different lanes wide, they're off the exit of turn number 2, headed down the back straightaway. Turner got a little loose there off exit in 58. He'll fade to the tail. A little bit of shot in the tail tank there by the yellow 4. Don't have a name for that driver on the roster for the yellow 4. I'm going to check on that in just a moment. Walker on the move there on the hub of the racetrack here at Timberline tonight, and a CNC Construction 140. His teammate, the 2-time Texas Motor Speedway World Dirt Track Championship winner Taylor Carver from Locksburg, knocked down the victory here on opening night, taking $1,000 for his efforts for the prelude to the Factory Stock 50, which is coming up in 1 month. The Factory Stock 50 coming up 1 month from this weekend. Off of turn number 4, still with a race lead way up front is Jimerson in 11. KC Jimerson out of Cleveland, Texas, walking the dog. He's got the keys on the counter of the Holiday Inn, and he's already checking out. He is gone. Great race here for the 3rd spot in the turn number 3, and Rossum getting pressured here by the yellow number 4 off of turn number 4. Pate still 2nd, door-to-door for 3rd with TJ Evans in 215 out of Kilgore, Texas. Walker back to the inside of Evans into 1 and 2. Rossum behind that battle. Sorry, that's Kyle Blanton in the 4B. Blanton starting inside of row number 2, fading here just a little bit. Casey Jimerson is just putting an absolute whooping on his competition right now. Off of turn number 4, he'll receive 2 laps to go in 11. Down the back straightaway in the turn number 3, Wyatt Payton now going to get closed in here by the duo that's been side by side for the last 5 laps in this one here on heat race number 1 of the night. Presented by A&T Delivery. A&T Delivery, delivering great factory stock action each and every Friday night as the white flag is coming out for KC Jimerson. Jimerson takes the white flag. He'll sell it off into 1. But the battle's for 3rd right now. I believe only the top 3 are going to go to the A main tonight. How many go to the A? 3? How many cars transfer? 3 or 4? Jimerson wins this one by a mile. Off of 4, Wyatt Payton, 25 people, grabs 2nd. And by half of a cat's whisker at the line, I believe, the Kilgore Texan TJ Evans got the 140 of Kevin Walker. Maybe having a 4-cylinder here as well. That'll be Tracy Corp. Yep. Corp will also start inside of row number 2 in the 4-cylinder heat. Phil Hadaway in the Hadaway Towing Outwall chassis number 68 from Hooks in 68. And outside the Stonewall Transmission, Green Acres Automotive 62X. He's on a tear. Josh Warren out of Shreveport in the Hennigan Motorsports chassis 62X. We are green. Here we go. Keep your eyes on that black 62X. As we head off into 1 and 2, they're side by side for the race lead. Bobby Jordan going to get the whole shot, and around goes Corp into 1 and 2. We stay clean and green, no harm, no foul down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3, Holt going to pressure to the inside of the 10 of Jordan. Can't get the job done for the race lead. Off of 4 down the front boulevard, the Lishman 4 covering nickel and dime bodies. Outlaw chassis number 10 of Bobby Jordan out of Texarkana. The chief of police leads this one down the back straightaway in car number 10. Ooh, I'll feel a lot better when this pollen gets disposed of in the area. And right now, a big push for the race lead up to the top of turn number 4 for the 10 of Jordan. Open up the door for the 31 of the White Oak Texan, Justin Holt. Holt will slam it back into 1 and 2. He's smoking. Knocking down the mosquitoes for any of you race fans who may be worried about that. And here comes Josh Warren out of Shreveport. The Stonewall Transmission Green Acres Automotive 62X is rocking and rolling around the Timberline Speedway, and Holt has trouble. Oh no. Bad luck for Justin Holt. Can the guy catch a break? He hadn't caught a break in quite some time. Oh, and Beckett could not avoid the 12 of Chris McKnight, who looped it right in front of him. And now Josh Warren holds on to the bridesmaids' honors. This time by, it's 4 and 4 laps to go. And A&T Delivery Factory Stock Heat Race number 2. Presented by RockAuto.com and Borderline Septic Systems. For all your septic needs, Mike Parker will take great care of you. He's located out of Shreveport, Louisiana. But for the right price, well, he's a pretty good guy. He might travel a little bit for you, but mainly located out of the Shreveport, Bossier City area. As we head back off into 1, Warren has the fastest car on the racetrack right now. There's no doubt about it. I'd have to look at some transponder times. Don't have my monitor up tonight, but maybe we can get that situated. Off of 4, this will be it. It'll be 2 laps to go for the 10 of Bobby Jordan out of Texarkana. The 4th place finisher in last year's Team S World Dirt Track Championship has the race lead, with lap traffic approaching up ahead of the form of the other 10 in this race, the 10K of Tracy Corp, also from Texarkana. Won't be enough to bottle him up, though. It will slow him down a little bit through 3 and 4 to come and grab the white flag on the final circuit here at Timberline tonight in heat race number 2. Once again presented by A&T Delivery. As Warren with his sights set on the rear deck lip, it won't be enough. As what a muscle, though. If we were running passing points tonight, Josh Warren, boy, would he be sitting pretty. Came from dead last to win his heat here on opening night, but tonight it'll be the driver out of Texarkana, the nickel and dime bodies, Listman 4 covering number 10 of Texarkana's Bobby Jordan taking the win, followed by Shreveport's Josh Warren in second. Dustin Robinette, the Hooks Texan, to the outside pole. They had away towing Camco 1R. Outside of the 23, great to see this driver here at Greenville, Jimmy Day in 23M. Inside of row number 3, the 007. He'll be inside of row number 2 now out of New Boston. Dustin Yondo had a great run at Arcotech Speedway last Saturday night. Ed Jacob out of Avenger, Texas in the 11. Scotty Thrifty Nichols from Longview, Texas in 35 at a Longview. And the Kilgore's Billy Joe Bruchin to the Gotcha chassis number 30 as they're green down the back straightaway on the opening circuit of A&T Delivery Factory Stock Heat Race number 3 of the night here at the Timberline Speedway. Off of turn number 4, they're side by side for the race lead. It's Jimmy Day in the Ratchet race car chassis number 23 to the inside for the race lead. Dustin Robinette going to let it hang out on the outside. They're side by side down the back straightaway approaching turn number 3. Day going to look to get the whole shot. And will he throw the slider? He'll cross the nose. And Robinette, he'll smash the brakes, cross right back underneath. And not enough, as the bumper going to come off the 23, or hanging anyway. 1R and 23 making a little bit of contact, trying to cross each other over. I tell you, 2 very aggressive racers, if you will. But the old wily veteran out of Greenville, Texas, leads the way in the form of the 23 of Jimmy Day, and will get caution through turns 3 and 4 for debris. Oh, the bumper of the 23 coming off the race car. That'll bring the second caution out of the night. Back underway. On the loud pedal, your race leader out of Greenville, the Ratchet race car 23 of Jimmy Day. Here comes Robinette. They're 3 wide back for 3rd, 4th, 5th. Here comes the N1 of Scotty Thrifty Nichols. The thrifty one going to go to the outside. Right to the center part of the Timberline with 4 different lanes wide for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Oh my. Off of turn number 4, the 007 going to get a shot there by the 94 Destination into turn number 1. Side by side for the race lead. Oh my. What more do you want, race fans? Down the back straightaway, they're side by side for the race lead, and they're 4 different lanes wide for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Here comes Robinette back to the inside for the race lead. Greenville, Texas racer Jimmy Day says, not going to work. Jimmy Day going to have nothing of it in 23M. He'll dive it back to the bottom, and he'll push a little bit right there to the center of the corner, open up the door for Robinette to smash the loud pedal and even the way, but the 23M back on the loud pedal just as well into turn number 3. They're side by side still into turn number 3 with this time by 3 laps to go here at Timberline Speedway in heat race number 3 for the A&T Delivery Factory Stocks presented by Bordelon Septic. It's a good one. Robinette taking over the race lead. 1.5 laps to go as you'll see 2 to go. And here comes Dave battling back for the top spot. Billy Joe Bruchin has fought his way all the way from the tail from 8th to 3rd in car 30. Dustin Yount for New Boston. A good run for him. Yount in 4th. This time by off of turn number 4. It is the white flag, and they're side by side for the race lead. A half of a car length up front's the 1R of Robinette the Hooks Texan. Hooks in Greenville going to go at it here on the final lap of A&T Delivery Factory Stock Heat Race number 3. Lap traffic is up ahead in the form of the 11 of Ed Jacob. They'll have to both go to the bottom of the racetrack to dispose of him. Robinette tucked in as low as he can get. Drag racing to the line. It'll be Dustin Robinette in 1R over the 23M of Jimmy Day. Cecil Reed Sr., the Outlaw Chassis 211 from Monticello, Arkansas. The lights are out. We're underway at A&T Delivery Factory Stock Heat Race number 4 of the night. As we go 3 wide, almost going 4 wide for second. Off the exit of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, Strickland with a head of steam. And look out, here comes Lee Carver, making it almost 5 wide. They're 3 wide for second into turn number 3. And here comes the 4. That is as close as it gets for the race lead. Good driving up front for the 4, Bad Chad, and here comes Carver. Oh my, what an opening lap. Throw a blanket over the whole field right now, race fans. Here comes Lee Carver in the 5F. He'll cross underneath for the race lead. What a move by Carver. He'll cross underneath for the race lead into the 32A of Smooth Waters. Will Smooth live up to his nickname? He's looking smooth off of 4 for the race lead. Can't get the job done. Half of a car length up front, but half of a bumper is the race lead for the 5F. Driving Robert French's entry tonight, and he'll push over the top of turn number 2, handing back the race lead to Smooth Waters. Lee Carver, all kind of cattywampus down the back straightaway. It's a pair of 4s running 2 and 3 right now with a 5 in 4th. Off of 4, the 32A is Smooth Waters re-inherits the race lead up front. And then Integrity Auto Sales, Architect Spay and Neuter Clinic, Best Engine Outlaw Chassis, Pro 1 Transmission. Underneath the 32A, down the back straightaway, Lee Carver's got to work it again. He'll blow the doors off the 4. Bode down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Bode hooked to the hub, and so is Bad Chad. Chad right around the hub of the racetrack in car number 4, looking awfully impressive here once again tonight. The ABC Ready Mix number 4, the Outlaw Chassis, with a Boone power plant underneath the hood for Bad Chad. It's Smooth and Bad Chad down the back straightaway into 3. And Locksburg, Arkansas's former Racing Champions winner, Lee Carver, rocking and rolling around the outside of the Timberline Speedway. He has got something working well tonight up top as they're side by side for the race lead. And now Abernathy going to take over the top spot. And Smooth's not done with him yet. He'll make quick work of him down the back straightaway into turn number 3. This takes time by. It'll be 2 laps to go. 2 sticks. And right now the 5F of Lee Carver's just letting it hang out up top, folks. Will it come to him to steal this race away in the late going? 2 laps to go into turn number 1. Smooth Waters slammed the door shut on Carver there in the entry to turn number 1. He'll drift up to the outside and kill the momentum for the 5, or try to. But Carver's going to go back to the bottom in the turn number 3 and go over the 32A. Not going to work, though. Off of turn number 4, the white flag is out, and Bad Chad's getting away up front again. He's looking to win his 2nd consecutive main event here at the Timberline Speedway tonight. Lee Carver, what a run for him. He could have won this race had he not slipped over the top of turn number 2, but that's the name of the game. You get what you get. You don't throw a fit. Off of 4, the ABC Ready Mix Outlaw Chassis number 4, Boone-powered entry from Mount Ada, Arkansas. Bad Chad Abernathy wins heat race number 2. In 2nd goes the Locksburg, Arkansas's Lee Carver in 5. 3rd will go to Smooth Waters. 4th will go to Manuel Williams the 2nd. Last Friday night's winner from Falk, Arkansas on the Bandit Chassis 24M. Inside of 3 is Jerry Curson in 58. Mason Williams in 24. Cody Build Me a Castle in 14. Out of Texarkana, Sean Gaddis and Diana. Brian Bolt. Lights are out. Here we go. So Cody Castle starting to tell the field in this one. Had a very good car last weekend of the main event. Worked his way up to 2nd at one point. Had the fastest car on the track and turned the quickest lap of the main event in car 14. We'll see what he has in this one from the tail. Underway. Billy Jack Bruchin, who snapped about a 5-year winless drought right here at the Corley, Texas Speed Plant 2 years ago when he got that side-biter chassis off of K. Diller, the car that won the TMS World Dirt Track Championship with K. Diller behind the wheel. So right now it's all Jack, Billy Jack Bruchin, but he'll be hunted hard by last Friday night's main event winner in the Murphy & Son Timber Open Wheel Modified ranks. Manuel Williams is second. He's in a Bandit chassis for the 2017 season. Ended 2016 in this car. Very hot. He's in that Pro Run Transmissions 24-2 as the 78 getting pressured hard. That Jack's Welding Service Hughes chassis number 78 for Billy Jack Bruchin down the back straightaway and heading into turn number 3. This time by already it'll be 4 laps to go. Side by side for the race lead down the front straightaway. Manuel Williams is second, trying to get the whole shot, or trying to get the advantage on the 78 of Billy Jack Bruchin. Bruchin hasn't raced here all year long and didn't race here for the last several events of 2016 as well, as they go side by side still for the race lead. Oh, and Jack got a little loose there and hands over the race lead to Manuel Williams a second. He'll take over the top spot. But Jack not going to give it up yet. He feels a little bit of moisture up top. He'll smash the loud pedal and look to hunt back down 24-2. He says, what do I have to lose right now? He'll sell it off through 3 and 4. Jack's got something working right there through the middle part off of turn number 4 down the front boulevard. Jack's feeling it now. Does Billy Jack Bruchin have anything in the tail tank for the 24-2? Jack gonna let it all hang out on the outside, or right to the center part of the Timberline Speedway. Off of turn number 4, the white flag waves for Manuel Williams a second. Final time down the back straightaway with Murphy & Son Timber Open Wheel Modified Heat Race number 1 of the night. Billy Jack Bruchin settled in deep, drove the car to downtown Dallas. Not gonna work. Your winner of Murphy & Son Timber Open Wheel Modified Heat Race number 1 goes to the driver of the Pro 1 Transmission Bandit Chassis 24-2 of Manuel Williams a second. So here we go, 2, 4, 6, 8 cars ready to go 8 laps the distance. Lights are out. Chris Hennigan looking to win again. He'll smash the loud pedal, and the outside pole sitter gets a good start in the form of big man Manuel Williams. Manuel Williams, oh, he got a little loose there off the exit of 2, and they go side by side for the race lead down the back straightaway. Here comes Kenny Gaddis. He just fired a bullet in the turn number 3. He's going to go 3 wide there for 4th, 5th, 6th. They're 3 wide off of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway we come into turn number 1. Those Uke tires kicked out a little bit more tonight. Here comes Kenny G for the race lead. Down the back straightaway, side by side. Man, this racetrack is good right now. They are 2 by 1 by 2 by 2 by 1. All the way to the tail off of 4. Give the lead to Kenny G. Kenny Gaddis to the top spot of the Big Texas Auto Parts Transmissions Unlimited Mars Chassis 2G to the race lead. Chris Hennigan going to get disposed of there as well. Big man holds on to second. Hennigan third. Down the back straightaway, Jody Reed pass 4th. Rowdy Day. Sorry, that's not Day. Off of 4. As Jack starting. Jack having a good run here. Likes racing here at the Timberline Speedway. Does a well of a job. And down the back straightaway, Terry Tussey having a good run to the outside of Rowdy Day in the 18. This time, it's 4 and 4 to go for Kenny Gaddis. Side by side for second. Every position so valuable here for where you're going to line up in the main event tonight. And Alpha 2 headed down the back straightaways. There are 3 different lanes wide here for 5th, 6th, and 7th. As Jason Ingalls, if you folks weren't aware, this is his former limited modified car. This is not his full-blown open wheel modified. He converted this car rather from a limited to a mod, but it still doesn't have quite the oomph that it needs. As in the turn number 3, off of turn number 4, 2 laps to go for Kenny Gaddis. Down the back straightaway into 3. Jody Reed now going to look to dispose of big man Manuel Williams. Manuel Williams, big man. The white flag waves, and Jody Reed's got 3rd at the line. And at the line, the battle for the 4 spots of Dandy as well between the 18 of Tussey and Sarton and the 777. Into turn number 3 and off of 4 for the final time. The Big Texas Auto Parts Transmissions Unlimited 2G Mars race car. Kenny Gaddis takes the win. Followed by the 6 and win again, Chris Hennigan. The 8 of Jody Reed from Smackover. Big man will take 4th. And 5th goes to Chris Riggs. Or not Chris Riggs. Riggs sponsors the car. Once again, Hadaway Towing, Super Stocks. 8 laps of distance. We're underway. Keep your eyes on F5 of Amazon. Skeet Amundsen back in the car that he won here last Friday night in, of course. The car he dominated in. They're 3 wide for 4th, 5th, 6th. Down the back straightaway, Amundsen will dispose of the 72 of Beggs, as well as the 86 of Murphy, as well as the 34 of Taylor. Off of turn number 4, your leader goes to the 27 of Dustin Robinette. He'll lead lap 1. Oh, and look out, Philip Beggs. Beggs may not get it re-ironed out, and the caution will wave. Underway in super stock, heat race number 1 of the night. Robinette leads them into 1. All before Robinette with a sizable advantage off of turn number 4. They're looking to go side by side for a second. A good run here for the Murphy & Son Timber number 86. Former Viper chassis racer. Not sure. I think BJ Moore built him a brand new chassis for this season. Not sure what they're calling him. But BJ Moore, a heck of a shoe. Former street stock or former hot stock and limited modified champion at former Texarkana and at Arcotech Speedway. Off of 4 down the front straightaway right now. Robinette is setting sail up front like he has done the first 2 weeks here at the speed plant in heat race action. And it's in the A main event where he has separated himself. But last week as well, the F5 of Amundsen reeled him in for the race lead and disposed of him on the final lap to get the job done. They're side by side for second. What a race. Great race for second into 1 and 2. And a little loose there is the 86. I tell you, Tim Strickland's come a long way too. May not be the prettiest car in the number 2, nor maybe for the 86. May not be the prettiest machines, but here comes Amundsen. Amundsen gonna peek his nose into the mix now. Here comes Skeet. Hey, how you doing? I'm Skeet Amundsen. I'm gonna go right by and see you later. He'll wave to his competition, Tim Strickland, down the back straightaway. See you later. And he'll look to set his sights on the 86 and get to second. RaceOnTexas.com limited modified heat race number 1 of the night here at the Timberline Speedway. On the pole, the driver of the Texarkana Emergency Center IRP chassis number 35. It's Rapid Roy, Aaron Roy from Red Lick, Texas. Outside, it'll be Bailey Turner, the Outlaw chassis 24B, and we are underway for 8 laps of distance into 1. Heading off into 1 and 2 for the first time. Last Friday night's winner, Casey Penn, going to go to the hub. Off the exit of turn number 2, holds on the 3rd. Bailey Turner going to halt the tilting of the 35. The Rapid Roy for the race lead. They're 3 different lanes wide for 4th, 5th, 6th. Off of the exit of turn number 4, leading lap number 1, though, goes to the Texarkana Emergency Center. Presto Magic Lane IRP chassis. Roy Performance Power number 35 of Aaron Roy. They're 3 wide for 4th into 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway, Lee Carver trying to get the best of it as he did in the factory stock there, driving Robert French's 5F. He let it hang all out on the outside. He's looking to do the same here in the limited. He'll get disposed of by Jimmy Day out of Greenville. Tough break here early on for the 444. Fran Collins, the owner of the Big Tex Racing chassis, formed that alliance with Stilla, Oklahoma's Eddie Martin a year ago. Good to see Frank Collins making his first ever start at Timberline Speedway tonight. As we stay clean and green, no harm, no foul for Collins. As a great run here for Bailey Turner, the former factory stock transplant. Up in his arsenal for 2017, moved up out of the factory stock ranks into the limited modifies. He rolls right through the center of the Timberline Speedway off of the exit of turn number 4 with his crosshairs dialed to the back deck lid of the 35 of Aaron Roy for the race lead. Aaron Roy looking pretty good, but here comes Bailey. Bailey's hanging it all out on the outside of that Outlaw chassis 24. Aaron Roy, a breakout season a year ago, 8 wins at 5 different racetracks off the exit of turn number 4, still with the race lead. So it's an Ingalls Racing Performance chassis up front. followed by the Outlaw chassis. And IRP in third in the form of Casey Penn. Driving Johnny Kemp's number 5 as they're side-by-side for third. Down the back straightaway. $2,000 here will hang in the balance 1 month from this weekend for the 4th annual Factory Stock 50. And right now, a great way to get some notes logged into the notebook here for this big event coming up in May. Into 1. It's still a great battle for third as Carver lurks right behind them in 5th in car number 42. But up front, Bailey Turner trying to reel in the 35. He'll look to throw the pole out and catch the tilt tank of the 35 and reel him in, but may not be able to get the job done. The sand of the hourglass is ticked away for him. Because like I said, they pushed out those Uke tires down there to the bottom of 1 and 2, and I believe that's helping out the racing here. A great performance for Bailey Turner. Not going to be enough, though. He'll grab the bridesmaids. Your winner of RaceOnTexas.com. Heat race number 1 will go to Rapid Roy Aaron Roy from Red Lick, Texas. Second goes to the 24B of Bailey Turner. Limited modified heat race number 2 is staged up, re-racked, and stacked. And on the pole, it'll be Henderson, Texas, racer to the IRP chassis 14 of Corey Tutt. Justin Collins out of Cleveland to the Big Tex chassis number 86. Justin Ingalls. How about that? Justin Ingalls going to be behind the wheel of the 181 tonight here in RaceOnTexas.com. Limited on the 3 different lanes. Wide for the race lead off the exit of 2. Headed down the back straightaway. Young Colby Mewburn, the 16-year-old, in the turn number 3. Colby going to drop to the low side off the exit of turn number 4. Side by side there for third with a 14 of Tutt. And Ingalls, Justin Ingalls, and Jason's number 12 with the second spot comfortably in hand. It's Bo Day at Academy Mills in car 4 in the Western Flyer chassis. RJ Stroman drove that car here a few weeks ago in the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series in town on opening night. Good to see the wild child, Jimmy Tubbs, back in the number 72 machine as they go side by side for the race lead. Off the exit of turn number 2. How about it, Justin Collins? The Cleveland, Texas racer going to let it all hang out at Timberline in his first ever start here. Off the exit of turn number 4, headed down the front boulevard of that Big Tex chassis. Collins and Ingalls. IRP versus Big Tex in this one. And they go 2 by 2 by 1 by 2 all the way to the tail. Great racing there in this one. And RaceOnTexas.com limited modified heat race number 2 of the night. It's a Donnybrook. It's a special. Off of 4, side by side for the race lead. It says on the roster it's Justin Ingalls tonight. We've seen what Jason Ingalls has been able to accomplish in this car over at Arklatex, at Boot Hill Speedway, and as well as at home racetrack of the Lone Star Speedway. They're side by side for the race lead. Ingalls will nose ahead by about a half a cat's whisker in the turn number 3. Off the exit of turn number 4, using it outside line and all the momentum at his advantage. Justin Collins with the race lead. Collins with the race lead into 1 and 2. Oh, you could call him Justin. You could call him Phil because he is feeling it, and it's coming in the air tonight. Collins off of turn number 4 will surrender the race lead to the 12 of Justin Ingalls. He thought he could feel it coming in the air tonight, but Ingalls here for the first time ever tonight. He'll take over the race lead at this time by. It'll be 1 lap to go for Justin Ingalls. In RaceOnTexas.com limited modified heat race number 2 presented by Pro One Transmissions and Thompson Motorsports. Dispose of the lap traffic. Final time through 3 and 4. Once again, RaceOnTexas.com limited modified heat race number 2 winner goes to Longview Texan Justin Ingalls. Second goes to the Big Tex chassis car number 86 from Cleveland, Texan of Justin Collins. Third, we'll pay a little bit of a price. You can get a lot of parts for these 4-cylinder cars. 8 laps of distance on the pole. How about it for Chris Franks? Good to see Chris Franks back in car number 18 from Texarkana. Cole Derrick in 4G out of Texarkana. Inside of 2, the 10K of Tracy Corp. Outside's Matthew Kidd, who went upside down here last Friday night in 5B. Luke Wheat out of Nash, Texas in 32L. He's in the Arklatex Spay and Neuter Clinic 32L. Outside's Brock Jernigan in the 14G. Logan Griffin scored a win here a year ago, or several wins. And L17s, they're side by side for the race lead momentarily. Looks like Cole Derrick going to take over the race lead. Frank, your pole sitter, is faded back to third here on the opening lap. Colby Kelly in 48 rounds out the field as they're doing it over the top spot into 1 and 2. Oh, and a bobble there and a door slammer. Look out, Chris Franks. He'll try to get by unscathed. Oh, my. Cole Derrick. They say 8 tires is better than 4. But he'll get into the 10 there. Pretty tough there. Tracy Corp going to come to a screeching halt. Cole Derrick still out front here in ABC Auto Parts Full Cylinder Heat Race number 1. Off of 2, headed down the back straightaway. That orange machine's working pretty good. Chris Frank still rides second in car number 18. Logan Griffin and Matthew Kidd going at it back here for the third spot in 17 and 5B. White flag is out for Derrick in 4G. Chris Frank still holds on to the bridesmaids honors in 18. Like I said, it's great to see Black Cat back at the racetrack. Black Cat typically drove the number 48 factory stock, and now on a 4-cylinder. He was going to put up some extra money tomorrow at Texarkana. He'll get second in this one as your winner, Cole Derrick, crosses the line in checkers. Chris Black Cat Franks will grab second in car number 18. Third, we'll go to the L17 of the young man, Logan Griffin, in 82K. Outside of Seth Cruz, that'll be the 21M of Morgan Powell from Texarkana, Arkansas. 21M carried Old Glory for us tonight. Inside of 2, it'll be the 82 of Chris Perkins out of Ashdown. Outside's Cole Burleson looking for his third consecutive victory. Inside of row number 3, the BC of Eddie Brewer from Atlanta. Outside the 36 of Connor Mewburn. Look out for young Connor. He'll sell it off into 1 and 2 in car number 36. Look out, Connor. That young man's fun to watch. Very, very impressive. Through turn number 3 and off of through turn number 3. Looking to roll off of turn number 4 this time by Powell with the race lead over last Friday night's winner and opening night winner, Cole Burleson in 22. What's up, man? Down the back straightaway, Powell with her hands full here. An ABC Auto Parts Full Cylinder Heat Race of the night, the second and final. A young Connor Mewburn up to third and 36 in the Central Heating and Air. Number 36 for the young man out of Texarkana. Powell, the young lady, leading the herd off the exit of turn number 2 with the driver who's looking to sweep the first 3 events of 2017. If he wins tonight, he'll get the broom out in WW Timber Victory Lane, but he's going to have to wrestle it away from the young lady, Morgan Powell, up top for the race lead. Burleson going to try to the inside for the race lead. Can't get the job done. She'll sidestep the young man. The young lady still up front, leading the young man to Cole Burleson in the former car number 22. ABC Auto Parts Full Cylinder Heat Race number 2, delivering a good one, and there goes side by side for the race lead. Powell back on the loud pedal. It's a dead heat of the line. By about a half of a cat's whisker for the race lead was Powell. Powell going to use the outmost part of the Billy Weiss Timberline Speedway to her advantage, but it will not pay dividends down the back straightaway heading into 3. She'll cross lines and go underneath the 22 of Burleson for the race lead, and she'll bang a look. Nope. Good clean racer is this young lady. She'll show some sportsmanship, show a little bit of respect there, and the young man will skate away out front in 22. Here comes the young man in 36. He's only 11 or 12 years old. Got to double check on that. Christy will double check me in a minute. Connor Mewburn has reeled in your lead duo, but the sand of the hourglass, as I say, is ticking away for him, as Burleson leads them into 1 and 2 and 22. He'll start on the outside pole tonight if he can hold strong from here. And he'll have a great opportunity to sweep the first 3 events of the ABC Auto Parts 4 Cylinders here in the early part of the 2017 season here at Timberline Speedway in Corley, Texas. Off of 4, ABC Auto Parts 4-cylinder Heat Race is about to be wrapped up in one more 3/8 mile. Burleson leads them into 1 and 2. Mewburn trying to take second away from Powell. Powell not going to let it happen. She'll use that outmost part and all the momentum to her advantage as she screams off into turn number 3 for the final time. Mewburn has other plans. He'll scream it off into 3 and 4 for the final time. Not enough. Your winner goes to the 22 for Cole Burleson from Hooks, Texas. 8 cars transferred to the main event. 15 laps of distance. The top 8 transferred directly to tonight's factory stock main event. A&T delivery. Factory stock B main number 1 of the night is underway. Sparing no expense and time and heading into 1 and 2. They're 3 different lanes wide, 4 different lanes wide, and around comes one to the bottom of 1 and 2 at Cecil Reed from Monticello, Arkansas. Will they get it fired back up? Boy, they were 4 different lanes wide there off the exit, and we will get caution here on the opening circuit. We'll have to re-rack them and stack them and turn them back loose for 15 good ones here in a moment. Re-racked and stacked, 15 laps of distance. Andrew Rossum from New Boston, Texas, about to be on the loud pedal, and we are back underway. Oh, they're 3 different lanes wide for the race lead off the exit of turn number 2. They're 2 by. Wow. It's just a log jam right now. You could throw a blanket over the entire field. Rossum going to slide up in front of the 12M and McKnight for the race lead off the 4. Awesome. Andrew Rossum from New Boston leads lap 1. Here comes that ratchet chassis number 4. Baudet will slide to second. The Caddo Mills Texan. Around goes Chris McKnight in front of the entire field. Oh, and that'll collect Carver. It'll collect several other cars, a victim of circumstance at the tail of this battle. Strickland has the bumper hanging off the white number 13, 0151. And we're back underway in your factory stock B main event. Presented by A&T Delivery here at the Timberline Speedway tonight, the 38 mile speed plant. Located right here in East Texas in Corley. Off the exit of 2. Down the back straightaway, here comes Baudet for the race lead. Oh, we got trouble down the back straightaway. Hard carnage. Nearly ended up with a Walmart in the Target parking lot, but it ends up with the nose off the 211 for the Monticello, Arkansas racer Cecil Reed, I do believe. We got to make up a name for you guys. Back straight gang, I don't know. Lights are out. We're back underway here with factory stock action presented by A&T Delivery here at Timberline Speedway. Headed into 1 and 2 for the first time on this restart. As hanging it all out on the outside. Here comes Thrifty. Scotty Nichols getting wholesale spots. He gets the Walmart special. Into turn number 3. 2 for the price of 1 and in 1. And back to his inside goes Kyle Brenton. They're 3 lanes wide for the third spot off the exit of turn number 4. They're side by side for the race lead. Back into 1 and 2. Sliding right up in front of Andrew Rossum's the 4 of the Caddo Mills Texan Baudet. Baudet said, this is my day. It's my night to go to victory lane here in the B main event. He'll have his work cut out for him as he'll start no worse or no better than 12th in the main event if he transfers on here. Off the exit of 4, Rossum slowing down just a bit as Thrifty's got it working up top. That Jeff Bates power built by Jeff Bates himself from Tyler, Texas, screaming underneath the hood for Thrifty Scotty Nichols in that Mafia race car chassis number 1, the former limited modified racer. Now in a factory stock full time. As 1 coming to a halt on the bottom on 1 and 2, will we get it refired and he's out of harm's way. He's underneath the Uke tire there. We'll go green, yellow as they're 1 by 2 by 2 by 2 all the way near the hill here as the 5L finally gets it refired and we stay clean and green, no harm, no foul. So up front, the driver of the Wichita Tank Racing Quality International Delivery. Ratchet chassis number 4 from Caddo Mills, Texas, Baudet, who has been awfully close to a limited modified victory here at the speed plant. Off of 4 with the race lead is Day at the line with 7 to go. My mistake, race fans. This next time by it'll be 8 laps to go with 7 scored in this 15 lap affair down the front boulevard. I think Scotty Nichols has something up his sleeve in that Cooper's Automotive in 1. Thrifty looking awfully impressive tonight. Looking to hunt down Baudet for the race lead. Kyle Blanton racing tooth and nail here for the 3rd spot with the 92 of Andrew Rossum out of New Boston, Texas. Once again, race fans, the top 8 go to the main event. So right now, Tommy Turner's in the 8th and final transfer spot. Heavy lap traffic up ahead, about to come a reality for your race leader, Baudet, in the form of the number 4 and the 1. I believe Scotty Nichols has the best car on the racetrack right now. I didn't get a roster for this one, so I'm not sure exactly officially where he started in this race, but I believe he started outside of row number 4. So a very nice charge up to the front for the driver to the N1 of Scotty Thrifty Nichols from Kilgore, Texas, as he heads off into 1. The battle for 3rd still a good one. Andrew Rossum from New Boston. No disposal of lap traffic down the back straightaway. Kyle Blanton in tow. Nation in 5th still. Strickland 6th. 7th, it's Aaron Green of the 8th and final transfer spots. The best engine powered outlaw chassis number 58 of Tommy Turner. More lap traffic up ahead of your leaders in the 1. Ed Jacobs going to go to the high side of the Timberline Speedway and get disposed of there by your top 2 competitors. Blanton has gotten back around the young man out of New Boston, Rossum, and Rossum will drive it back deep and then make contact there in the 3 and 4. More contact. The front nose about to fall off of the 92. Time ticking away in this one. This time by, it'll be 2 sticks. 2 laps to go from judge, jury, and executioner. Your flagman tonight, Scotty Hushelpeck up in the perch. 2 to go. for the Catamills Texan Bo Day. Bo Day looking for his third win in 2017. Started off with the Comp Cam Super Dirt Series late model here a few weeks ago. He had RJ Stroman drive his limited modified here in action. RJ had a pretty solid performance with the white flag out for Bo Day. All the Day boys are here racing at Timberline tonight. Brother Rowdy Day competed in the open wheel modified ranks as well as his father Jimmy Day in the factory stock and the limited modified. Off of turn number 4 for the final time. He'll receive a faithful checkered flag, your A&T delivery factory stock heat race. The main winner goes to the ratchet chassis number 4 for Bo Day. A good run for Scotty Thrifty Nichols to grab second. Third, we got a Kyle Blanton in the 4. The awesome class to get them started will be Racing Graham on the pole with young 4th generation racer Dustin Hennigan from Marshall, Texas along the outside. We are underway. So Graham and Hennigan, 1 and 2 right now. Kaislyn Nelson under the 36. Kaylor Whitehead in 36K rolls 4th off the exit of turn number 4. The 42. That's Cale Bueller, who's worked his way up already. They're side by side for the race lead here to the opening. First couple of laps, door to door. It's Hennigan, last Saturday night's winner of the Arclitech Speedway in Vivian, Louisiana. Look out, Hennigan. Nice move for Hennigan and the 28 of Racing Graham to get around him unscathed. These young kids are already showing talent. In the 4th position, we're back underway with Dustin Hennigan on the loud pedal in the orange number 16. Racing Graham trying to get his 3rd straight victory here at Timberline Speedway. Finished 2nd to Hennigan last Saturday at Arclitech, so Hennigan trying to get his 2nd straight victory. As lap traffic up ahead, Graham to the inside for the race lead of Hennigan, and he's got the race lead. Racing Graham to the top spot in 28, but Hennigan going to battle back in 16. And the caution is back out. Cale Bueller in the 42. He'll smash on it off of turn number 2 into 3 and off of 4. 28-year leader. Hennigan going to get pressured here for second by Nelson of the 36. She'll go by. Little loose there. As Hennigan will go back by. Lap traffic up ahead for your leader of Racing Graham. Racing Graham cuts in between the skidder tire there. Not sure if... Well, he had no choice. Boy, he's quick to dispose of these cars. There's quite a few cautions here halting the progress. Competitive, and he expects to win. We'll see if it comes down between Racing Graham getting his 3rd consecutive win here at Timberline tonight, or will it be Dustin Hennigan to steal one away from him? Hennigan stole one from him last weekend in Vivian. The 5-year-old Dougie Bueller will be the first car to go down a lap here. As the white flag is waving, cautions the name. Oh, and Hennigan just lost the handle, and a hard hit there for Nelson. Look out, Kaylor. Kaylor gonna bulldoze her way through. The caution is out. As going to go back green here in your mini wedge kart main event with a green-white checkered restart. Racing Graham from Shreveport, Louisiana has led every lap of this one minus the first one. Dustin Hennigan led the first 2, and Graham got back around for the race lead. We're back underway with a green-white. Should be checkers this next time. And no problems off of turn number 4, or off of 2. Your winner for the 3rd week in a row goes to Shreveport, Louisiana's Racing Graham in 28.
May we all get to grow up in a red, white, and blue little town.
Top 3 finishers, a big round of applause. I was a few minutes late getting to victory lane. Bryson, I'm going to use your wedge cart. Well, 3rd time's a charm, man. 3 in a row for you, young man. You're getting the feel of this pretty good. Think you like this racetrack a little bit better than the other one you raced the other night, do you?
Yep.
I tell you. What am I going to have to say to you to get you open up a little bit more? What I got to say to him, Sean? I don't know. I guess after a few more of these, he'll feel a little bit more comfortable. But, man, you're comfortable in the race car. That's all that matters. You're not supposed to worry about what I have to say. But you look awesome out there. How much do you enjoy looking forward to this every week to come out and race, young man?
I'm really looking forward to it every weekend.
Every week you're looking forward to it. Do y'all put in a lot of work on these things during the week or no?
Sure do.
You do? Well, what are you going to do to it this week? You don't really need to go any faster, do you?
Sure do.
He says he needs to go faster. Who do you want to thank, young man?
Craig, Brittany, Jason, my dad, WW and Timber, and CCC Racing, Bulletproof Tees, and Hitman.
That's confusing you a little bit. Henry's Auto Salvage.
Kent Motorsports.
You'll get it, young man. Hey, give a big round of applause, folks. 3 in a row. He'll get the broom out. He sweeps the first 3 mini wedge kart main events. Congratulations to you, Racing.
Thank you.
How about it, folks? Racing Grant from Shreveport, Louisiana shows up again and shows out. Little Dustin Hennigan comes home second tonight. Dustin won your first one last Saturday at Arklatex, and you had to feel pretty good winning over there. How you feel getting a second tonight? I know you don't want to finish second, but you had a good run. You led a few laps.
It feels good.
Who would you like to thank on this machine, young man, as we get ready to go green in this next race?
My dad, mom, grandma, grandpa, my sister, and Justin Whitehead for letting me race here.
How fun is it racing with your sister? She's pretty pumped up for you right now.
Pretty fun.
Hey, I can't wait to watch you more in the future, young man. Keep up. Keep it up, man. You're awesome.
Okay.
It's Dustin Hennigan, the 4th generation Hennigan out of Marshall, Texas. He'll grab second tonight. And Caitlin Nelson will come home in 3rd. Timberline Speedway, give it up for your lady in the field, Caitlin Nelson in 36. Caitlin got a little wild there. You guys could never really get some green flag laps going, but you had a pretty good little wedge kart there. Would you like to see some more green flag laps, see what you had?
Yes, definitely would have been helped.
And the Easter Bunny's here for a special Victory Lane picture. Who would you like to thank for getting you out here, young lady?
I'd definitely like to thank Mom and Michael, Timberline Speedway. I'd like to thank Cowboys Racing Team and my aunt and uncle Brittany and Marty.
Keep at it. You'll be in Victory Lane here very soon. You're in Victory Lane tonight, but 3rd, but you'll be up on the #1 shelf here before too long. Keep it up. Great job, young lady.
Thank you.
Hey, tell all the fans how old you are real quick.
I'm 12.
12 years old, folks, for Caitlin Nelson. Mission Bandit race car chassis for Falk, Arkansas. The 24-2 is Manuel Williams II. Outside, it'll be the 2G, the former TMS World Dirt Track Championship winner of the Transmissions Unlimited Big Texas Auto Parts Mars Race Car 2G. It'll be Kenny Gaddis. The Jack's Welding Service used chassis number 78 from Gladewater, Texas. It's Billy Jack Bruchin. Outside, it's Winnigan, Chris Hennigan from Marshall, Texas. Donnie Powers. And the lights are out. 20 laps of distance. Here we go. Into turn number 3 for the first time. Manuel Williams looking for his 2nd straight victory here at the Timberline Speedway. Off of 4, Kenny Gaddis has 2nd. Over the 78 of Billy Jack. Jack rolls 2nd. Down the back straight away. Jack gonna put it to the inside of the 2G of Gaddis. He gets a little loose there. And the pair of teammates for the weekend, the 6 of Donnie Powers and the 16 of Winnigan, Chris Hennigan. Go at it door to door here for 4th and 5th spots. Here comes the 8 of Jody Reed from Smackover, Arkansas. As we got a melee in the 3 and 4, the caution is out. All around the Timberline Speedway for 20 laps tonight. Who's going to dispose of me? Who's going to take this race lead away from me? Because I haven't seen anybody that's had anything for me yet since last Friday night. After winning here last Friday, he missed the setup a little bit in the heat. He went to work on that Bandit chassis. And right now to the infield goes Donnie Powers. Winnigan, Chris Hennigan will go by his teammate for the weekend. Once again, Hennigan won $1,000 in that car at Lone Star 2 Saturday nights ago with the Comp Cam Series in town. Off of turn number 4, down the front boulevard. Ingalls in the 12 looked to be off the pace there for a moment, as he had picked up quite a few spots since the start of this one. Back into 1 and 2. Manuel Williams, the second leads, followed by Kenny Gaddis in the 2G. 78 of Billy Jack Bruchin, followed by Chris Hennigan. The battle for 5th is the best one on the racetrack right now, in the form of Smackover Arkansas, and the 8 of Jody Reap, and the 18 of Terry Tussey, and the 6 of Donnie Powers. That's a great battle there. Back here, there are 3 different lanes wide for 5th, 6th, 7th. Cody Build Me a Castle in the 14 is building his way up to the front now on the 14. Side by side here for 3rd spot into turn number 1. It's Hennigan to the inside of Billy Jack Bruchin in the 78 for the 3rd spot. Kenny Gaddis has separated himself by half a straightaway to 2nd now. Great battle there for 3rd continues on, as Manuel Williams, the 2nd, is running away from his competition with 12 laps to go in this one. Side by side still for 3rd at the flag stand. It's Whittigan Hennigan to the inside of the 78 of Billy Jack Bruchin. Bruchin not going to budge off that outside or right to the middle part of the Timberline Speedway in that huge chassis. Mullins power number 78. Off of turn number 4, down the front boulevard we come. At GRT chassis with Chris Hennigan behind the wheel tonight, looking for a 2nd win in this car in 3 weeks. Oh, and around goes Cody Castle in the 1 and 2, and the caution is out. Well, life in the fast lane, and right now the man with the fast lane is the 24-2, Emmanuel Williams, the 2nd, who will lead the herd off the exit of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Billy Jack Bruchin just lost wholesale spots on this restart, as Hennigan will now go to 3rd. Gaddis still 2nd off the exit of 4. Down the front straightaway we go. Off the exit of turn number 2, side by side for 2nd momentarily. Winnigan Hennigan to the inside for 2nd to Kenny G. Kenny G being pressured here. They're closing in on the race lead. Kenny Gaddis, does he have anything up his tricky sleeve? For your race leader to the former, the 24-2 of the Falk, Arkansas racer, Manuel Williams, the 2nd. Your first main event of the night, and here comes Kenny Gaddis for the race lead. Off the exit of turn number 4, down the front straightaway we go. With 8 laps to go here, 12 scored in your Open Wheel Modified main event. Open Wheel Modified action presented by Murphy & Son Timber. Brought to you by O'Reilly Auto Parts and Pro One Transmission and Texarkana U-Pull-It Auto Parts. 2-3 and off of turn number 4, still with the race lead is Manuel Williams, the 2nd. The 24, the 6, or the 2, or the 8, the 78. Who you got?
24.
He's leading. That's not a bad choice. We're backing away. And Toby Davis says that Manuel Williams, the 2nd, is going to get his 2nd straight victory here. Headed off into turn number 1. Life was in the fast lane. Emmanuel Williams, the 2nd's got the fast line around Timberline Speedway right now. Into turn number 3. Off the exit of turn number 4, Emmanuel Williams, the 2nd, continues to lead after the restart. Back down the boulevard into 1 and 2. But I believe Kenny G may have something up his sleeve for him. Here comes Gaddis for the race lead. Kenny G in the Big Texas Auto Parts Transmissions Unlimited Mars race car. Of course, that Mars race car built by Jimmy and Chris Mars from Menominee, Wisconsin, and hunting them hard there in Thursday. GRT chassis, Jimmy RV, Soapy King, sponsor number 6 for the Marshall Texan Winnigan, Chris Hennigan. Chris Hennigan riding back in 3rd off the exit of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Hennigan to 3rd in the panel trust, Genuine RV, number 6 GRT chassis. They're side by side for the race lead. Kenny Gaddis to the inside for the race lead. It's heating up in NBA Jam style. If he takes the lead away, who knows what I'll say. Off of 4, Kenny G trying to nose ahead, but he can't get the job done. That Pro One transmission, 24-2 Bandit chassis from Falk. Manuel Williams is 2nd. And here comes Hennigan. Hennigan will peek his nose back into the mix now. Hennigan trying to do everything he can to stay in contention in this race as he rides 3rd right onto the deck lid of the 2G of Kenny G. Into 1. Next time by, it'll be 2 laps to go. Into 1. Kenny Gaddis to the inside for the race lead. Off the exit of turn number 2, headed down the back chute into turn number 3 this time. This time by. It's 2 laps to go here at Timberline. They're side by side for the race lead off of turn number 4. Please stay green. Please stay green. In the 1. Gaddis is there, knocking on the back door like a trick-or-treater with a sweet tooth here about 8 months before Halloween. Off of 4, lamp traffic up ahead. Manuel Williams, the second, going to try to hold off for a second straight win, but he's going to have to hold off Kenny Gaddis. And Chris Hennigan, 2 former TMS World Dirt Track champions, as Jody Reed from Smackover rolled his way up to 4th and 8. Final time in the turn number 3. Gaddis gonna cross underneath, but can't get the job done. Your winner for the second week in a row goes to Manuel Williams the second. What a run for him. Kenny Gaddis, the former Texas Motor Speedway World Dirt Track Championship winner, and Winnigan Chris Hennigan made it very, very interesting. But for the second week in a row, the driver of the Pro 1 transmission, Smiley's Racing Products, Charlie Williams, painting 24M, the Razor Edge graphics entry from Falk, Arkansas. I said it one time last year. You could call him the Falk Monster as he gobbled the field up again. Manuel Williams the second in victory lane. Boy, how about it, man? 2 in a row for this Bandit race car. We talked about it last week, how good this thing is. You said you missed it a little bit in the heat race. Tweaked on it a little bit in the main event, and boy, I can't imagine you've messed with it any. This thing is set on kill right now, holding off Kenny Gaddis there in the late going. What a run.
Yeah, Kenny showed me his nose a few times there at the end. I want to thank him for running me clean. A lot of guys wouldn't, but that was some fun racing. It definitely put the pressure on me.
Not a full field of mods last week, but we had some pretty, quality over quantity night anyway. Chris Hennigan into the mix. A lot of great racers here. I know that had to been in the back of your mind.
Oh, yeah, you never know where Chris is going to be. He's always good wherever he goes, and it's fun to be able to win one against a pretty good field of cars like that.
How's this feel for you, man, to kick off this season this way here at Timberline in dominant fashion 2 weeks in a row to get this win? You already have a win prior this season. This Bandit race car just seems to really, like you said, fit your driving style, and it seems to be an upward trajectory from here for the rest of 2017 for you.
Yeah, we've had really good luck out of this car. This is the 11th race I've raced and the 11th win.
11th race and 11 wins.
Yes, sir.
You can't do any better than that. You're batting 1,000 right now.
I know. I'm not looking forward to that streak ending.
Hey, you know what, though? That's why you have to relish each and every one and enjoy every one, because you never know when the next one may come, man.
I guarantee you, anything could happen, and whenever it does, and it will, eventually somebody else will be on top, and I'll be chasing them. So.
Right now, you're pretty hot. I'll put you in my top 25, the JRI top 25 for RacingDirt.com power rankings. I believe you deserve that. We'll give you an opportunity to thank all the folks that help you out.
My dad, for sure, this was his car to start with, and my little brother, my wife, my little girl, my whole family. I couldn't do it without my family. They stand behind me and they support me. They're here every night. I mean, that's what it's all about. Certainly enjoy watching you race, man. Continue your dominance. You're on a streak right now, Manuel. Thank you. Manuel Williams, the second from Falk, Arkansas, gobbles the field up once again. He's in victory lane. Lights are out. We go green for 15 laps to your Super Stock main event. Here we go. Into one for the first time tonight. Robinette leads them down the back straightaway. They're 1 by 2 into turn number 3. Amundsen to the inside of the 86. They didn't make contact. Nearly made contact there off of 4, but did not do so. Chris Taylor getting disposed of here for the 4th spot. Into 3, Amundsen in the 27 of Robinette, been the class of the super stock field here at Timberline for 2 years running. Down the front straightaway, Amundsen with his sights set on the inside of the 27 of the race leader, door over the top spot off the exit of turn number 2. Robinette gonna hold strong on that outside with that F1 power underneath the hood, built by Donovan Owens, gonna let it all hang out off of 4. That F1 power all Dustin Robinette needs, and here comes Skeet Amundsen to the inside for the race lead. Amundsen gonna power ahead by half of a nose for the race lead into turn number 3. Still side by side. Robinette back on the loud pedal. A great race so far in your Super Stock main event.
Skeet Emerson gonna take over the top spot off the exit of 2, headed down the back straightaway. He now comfortably has the top spot in hand. Robinette gonna look to stock his tire tracks and find a way back around him, but it may be all too enough. It'll be tough for Robinette to reel back in that F5. Once again, it's 705-1734. Lights are out. Here we go. Off of turn number 4, the F5 of Skeet Emerson still with the race lead in F5. Get it now. As no problems tonight. This time by, it'll be 2 sticks, 2 laps to go for New Boston Texan Skeet Emerson. We got cars around in 1 and 2. I want to wish just a green checkered restart here. Off of turn number 4, he'll receive a face full of checkered flag. 2 Friday nights in a row goes the New Boston, Texas racer, Skeet Emerson in F5, your super stock main event winner. The lights are out, 20 laps of distance. RaceOnTexas.com limited modified main event number 3 of 2017 is underway here at Timberline. Oh, a little bit of contact there in the one. They go 3 wide for the race lead. 3 wide for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Down the back straightaway, Collins on the outside of Turner. Bailey Turner gets on the brakes a little bit. Colby Newman to the inside of the 36. Oh my. Pinned to the inside of the 12 for 2nd. Off of 4. They're 4 wide. Woo! Side by side for the race lead. It's Ingles on the inside of the 35 of Rapid Roy. Roy smashes the loud pedal and puts that Roy Performance power to the test. Into 3. This time by, it'll be 2 laps in the books. Who will lead lap number 2? Give it to car 12 of Ingles. Ingles leads lap 2 and 12. Back into 1. Penn in 3rd. Newbern in 4th. In 5th is Collins. And here comes Roy back for the race lead into 3. That 35 is screaming around the outside of Billy White's Timberline Speedway tonight. Off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Roy's got it working now. PTS power underneath the hood for your race leader, Justin Ingles, rolling the hub. And that Roy Performance Power Plant underneath the hood for your driver in second of Rapid Roy, Aaron Roy out of Red Lake, Texas. Shreveport, Louisiana's Casey Penn. Rolling the hub in 5-star. Justin Collins long is outside. Oh, and Aaron Roy just lost it right in front of the rest of his competitors that run second, third, fourth. He gets it ironed back out, but he'll let the 12 out of his crosshairs. And that car is very loose right now. He'll collect Casey Penn. Car stepping out from underneath 35 of Aaron Roy, and unfortunately takes Casey Penn out of the mix. So Justin Ingles up front setting the pace in car 12. Collins still second. Colby Muber, the 16-year-old, rides third. In fourth is Jimmy Day, who has worked his way all the way out of a B-mate, or out of the 6th row. The Day boys are working their way inside of the top 5 now. Down the front straightaway back into one lap traffic, about to become a brief reality for Justin Ingles, and it's close down the back chute there. He'll dispose of him though, no harm, no foul. Collins about 7 car lengths behind at 86, right second, the Cleveland Texan. Colby Mewburn, the 16-year-old, has an opportunity to cash in and get his first ever victory tonight. If he can hold steady and keep himself into the mix, he may need a caution. Matter of fact, I believe he probably will need a caution. This car out front is won at Lone Star this year. It's won at Boot Hill. It's looking to win here at Timberline for the first time in 2017, and it's also won at Arklatex. So down the back straightaway for Justin Ingles. Collins still second. Third is Mewburn. Fourth is Day. And a great race for fifth. The battle on the racetrack right now is for fifth. Austin Wilkins between the 4 of Day and Bo Day in the 4 and the 24B of Turner. Bailey Turner, that Outlaw chassis. The battle for the 5th spot is a good one. Bo Day and Bailey Turner. Okay, can't speak enough of how far Bailey Turner's come in a short and a very young racing career. Even raced sparingly there in the factory stock division before moving up to race in this limited modified class, and he's holding off one of the best in the business right now in the form of Bo Day. Bo Day's won some big races in his career, and the Day boys travel all around a bunch of different racetracks throughout the Mid-South, and a factor everywhere they go. It'd be a major shot in the arm if Bailey Turner could hold off Bo Day in this one. We saw Justin Whitehead drive that car for Bo Day at Arklatex and come on with a solid runner-up finish to Derek Grigsby over at Arklatex last month. Into 1 and 2. Your leader approaching heavy lap traffic. He'll need a caution, as this time it's 5 laps to go for Justin Ingles. Ingles slicing and dicing through lap traffic now. And the caution is out. Jason Ingles back on the loud pedal as your leader in the 12. I announced it the whole time as Justin. It's Jason Ingles. Well, that's why I usually don't go by rosters, because I don't like to look at much. It messes me up. I could have assumed that it would have been Jason Ingles. So anyway, Justin Ingles very sparingly hops into limited modified style cars. Right now, Jason Ingles, the owner and builder of Ingles Racing Performance, up front leading the way here at Timberline, trying to get his first ever win here. I believe it only his second ever start here at the speed plant. Into turn number 3. Boy, I've texted Jason many a night, many a week, saying, hey, get that machine and come on over and race at Timberline on a Friday night. And he just stays so busy with his IRP racing chassis and getting his other competitors ready to go for the weekends. He's not ever able to make it over here. But tonight won't be a problem for him to get here to Corley, Texas. And it may not be a problem to go to WW Timber Victory Lane, as he'll see 2 sticks, 2 laps to go for racing Jason Ingalls. So the scores in the tower swear by it that it's Justin Ingalls. He signed the car in, but may have just signed it in for his brother. Just had a crew member come up and said, well, I'm helping Jason tonight, so I do know that that's Jason. So we had a little brief argument, but, you know, nothing serious. Final time in the turn number 1 for racing Jason Ingalls. Separating himself on this restart by quite a bit. Oh, and breaking on the final lap is the 86 of Justin Collins. That'll give the 16-year-old Colby Meaver second. RaceOnTexas.com limited modified feature winner, number 3 of the year. 3 different winners in 2017 for racing Jason Ingalls. Second goes the 16-year-old Colby Meaver. Owner and builder of IRP race cars, pulling into Victor Lane, and I can tell by the helmet and the fire suit now when he's up close and personal. Oh, these Ingalls Racing Performance chassis have been on another planet. We saw Steve Haley win here 2 Friday nights ago in a thriller. And a IRP race car in Victor Lane here last Friday night. 3 weeks in a row, IRP's in Victor Lane. And tonight, it's the owner and builder of IRP race cars, racing Jason Ingalls. Jason, I can't tell you how many times I've texted you on a Thursday or a Wednesday, said, man, try to get over to Timberline this week. And you'd always text back, just too much going on, just really busy right now. Finally able to make it over here. And boy, what a run tonight for this machine.
Yeah, it was good. I'm glad to be able to make it here. It's, it's not too far away, but on Fridays it's just hard for us to get here, and fortunately we was able to make it today.
We've talked a lot about success of IRP race cars. How's it feel to kind of come over here? You're the 3rd different limited modified winner this year, but all 3 different winners have been in IRP. Steve Haley won a thriller on opening night. Casey Penn wins last Friday and actually swept the weekend, and you come up here and pick up the win tonight. I know it's got to give you a huge shot in the arm right now for how well this IRP chassis is working.
Oh, yeah, it's a team effort. We got a lot of good drivers behind us that help make it all possible. I mean, we build the cars, but, working off a lot of drivers to help get better feedback and make things better, it always comes out good that way.
Well, I tell you, about half of this race on the roster, it said it was Justin Ingalls, and announced it about all night as Justin Ingalls. And I'm thinking, if I can get a good look at that fire suit, I could tell if it was Jason. It was just kind of hard to tell up there, but I figured out about 8 laps to go that's in fact Jason. I was like, hey, Justin's willing it pretty good tonight.
Yeah, Justin, he's at home. I don't know where they got the scoring difference, but it was me.
Anybody you want to thank on the car, of course?
I want to thank IRP Race Cars, Mac Tools, Robbie Bradley, East Texas Holland and Rigging, Mr. Plummer, DK Powder Coating, East Texas Plating. Probably forgetting somebody, but thank Chase for helping me out tonight. Chase Hatton, he's not running, so he's over here helping me crew.
He's the one that came and told me that it was Jason. I said, are you sure? He said, well, I'm helping him, so I'm pretty sure he's strapped in the car. Well, $2,000 on the line here in a month from this weekend. I'm sure you'll be back to try to win that 4th annual Factory Stock 50.
We'll see. I need a ride for that.
Okay. Well, hey, if you need a ride, you got a pretty good shoe right here in the form of racing Jason Ingalls. Your RaceOnTexas.com limited modified 3rd main event winner of the 2017 season gets the job done. In the 4 car, inside of row number 4, starting 13th from Caddo Mills, a Quality International Delivery. Wichita Tank Racing, number 4, Ratchet Chassis at Baudet, outside of Scotty Thrifty Nichols from Longview and N1. Kyle Blanton in 4B, Andrew Awesome Rossum, Dustin Nation, Tim Strickland, Aaron Green, Tommy Turner. The lights are out, 20 laps. Here we go. It should be a dandy. 3 wide for second already on the start. In the middle of the hub is the 4 of Bad Chad, and taking over the race lead. Some contact there with Wyatt Pate, and last Friday night's winners are 3 wide down the back straightaway, disposing of the 25P of your pole sitter, Wyatt Pate. What happened to Wyatt Pate on the start of this one? Boy, they're 4 wide off the exit of turn number 4, 5 wide off the front, down the front straightaway. Oh my, getting a little tongue-tied. Ordered over the race lead. It's Bad Chad working the hub with Dustin Robinette out front. Here comes Josh Warren in 62X, rolling the hub in 62X. And off a turn, how about TJ Evans? Evans in this one started 5th, and he's up to 3rd here in the opening 2 laps. 2 scored, 18 remain here at Timberline Speedway tonight as they're side by side for the race lead. Door down the back straightaway. Robinette uses that outside line and all the momentum to his advantage as he powers into turn number 3 in 1R. Robinette and the Hadaway towing 1R, hanging it all out on the outside with that F1 power underneath the hood, letting it scream to him down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Boy, we've got some great racing that has been happening here in Factory Stock action to prepare us for the big 5,000 to win Factory Stock 50 coming up, the 4th annual event in 1 month, May 11th, 12th, 13th. Qualifying night is optional, not mandatory to be here. As right now, this time by, it'll be 5 scored, 15 to go here at Timberline Speedway in your A&T Delivery Factory Stock main event presented by Texarkana U Auto Pull It. Side by side for the race lead. Bad Chad wants his second consecutive victory here in a bad way. Outlaw Chassis right now. Ingles Racing Performance Chassis sits third. IRP trying to get their first ever win here at Timberline Speedway and Factory Stock Action. They're side by side for the race lead off the exit of turn number 4. What a dandy. Here comes TJ Evans to the inside of the 4 of Chad Abernathy for the bridesmaids. And he is going to edge ahead. Well, it's a dead heat down the back straightaway. Chad Abernathy trying to pinch the 215 down and keep him at bay. The 3 wide for the race lead off of 4 momentarily. The 1R screams off that outside. Lee Carver and on fire underneath the hood of the 5. They're 3 wide for the race lead. Robinette got loose. Robinette up in the marbles. He got loose and heads up top and taking over the lead. Last Friday night's winner is Chad Abernathy in 4, but being pressured by TJ Evans. Evans has got a good working car in this one. He had pressured the 4 of Abernathy there the last 5 or 6 laps, but here comes Robinette. He says, I don't want to make that many mistakes. He uncharacteristically made a big mistake there and cost himself 2 spots, fades back to 3rd. Jimmy Day, as the fire still underneath the driver to the 5F. Lee Carver is about to get very hot on the soles of his feet. And he may get a little hot under the collar here in a moment as well. Lee Carver. Well, he ain't just sparking and arcing, folks. That car is under fire, and that caution is going to come out, and that's a good thing, unfortunately, for Bo Day, but it's a good thing for the 5F of Carver, because look at him. He said, I can only handle so long. My feet are on fire. I got blisters. Boy. Back on the way. A good restart by Greenville Texan Jimmy Day, and here comes Evans on the inside for the race lead. Around goes Wyatt Pate, your original post over to the bottom of the exit of turn number 2 will be received caution, and no. We stay green. They're side by side for the race lead. Trying to swallow this Roy burger. It's so delicious, but right now the racing's even better. Down the back straight with a 2x2 by 1x2. Into turn number 3, side by side for the race lead. What more do you want, fans? Into turn number 3, this time it'll be 10 in, 10 laps to go. And TJ Evans is going to take over the race lead. Texas to the top spot as they're 3 wide for 3rd and a 1 and 2. Lee Carver came back on the racetrack, and boy, that fire is gone underneath the hood of the 5F. Down the front straightaway, Evans with the race lead. Off the exit of turn number 2, down the back straightaway, Chad Abernathy does not want to come home the bridesmaid tonight. He would love to go back to Arkansas with another victory here in Corley. As Arkansas swept the first 2 factory stock events of 2017, with Taylor Carver winning night number 1, the prelude to the factory stock 50. And of course, last Friday night, the driver who rides second, trying to get his second consecutive, and then the 3rd for the great state of Arkansas. But right now, for the great state of Texas, Kilgore Texan TJ Evans has worked his way meticulously to the top spot. TJ Evans started this race in 5th, and he's in the race lead, but right now, caution going to wave with 6 to go. TJ Evans going to try to win this one for the great state of Texas. Their first one of the factory stock ranks for 2017 here in Corley. We're back underway, and Robinette makes it 1 and 2 for Texas. Here comes Robinette. The Arkansas racers are side by side. Here comes Lee Carver. And here comes Jimmy Day, the Greenville Texan, trying to make it 1, 2, 3 for the great state of Texas off of the... Oh, we got hard trouble. Smooth Waters wasn't so smooth there. Got up on 2 or 3 wheels.
Give me fuel.
Give me 5. Give me... Kick the tires, light the fires. We're about to get back underway. Appreciate you, Colby. As we're backing away, folks, who's going to win this one tonight? We only have a few laps to settle the score. Bad Chad Abernathy going to roll the outside of the 1R. And here comes Jimmy Day. Jimmy Day in the 23 into the mix. Here comes Dustin Robinette, who led the first several laps of this event. They're side by side for second off the exit of turn number 4. It's a dandy. TJ Evans trying to hold on strong. A driver who raced in the limited modified ranks and in the open wheel modified ranks for several years. His home track of the Lone Star Speedway, races a lot over at Rose Bowl now that they're reopened as well. Evans, and look at Abernathy drive it deep and sell it off the exit of turn number 4. Letting it all hang out up top. Right now, though, I'm telling you, the driver I would not want nipping at my heels coming down to it with a few to go. If the checkers are going to be waving, I do not want Dustin Robinette at my heels. And the cost, as Dustin Robinette, though, I said it a moment ago, I would not want him nipping at my heels with a few to go. We are back underway. Back into 1 and 2. Robinette's got the quarter to the door of the 215 on the restart. Trying to let it all hang out. Who's going to be the Iron Man tonight? In 1 month, we're going to find out who's the biggest Iron Man with 2 laps to go on May. And 1 month from this weekend, May 11th, 12th, 13th, we'll find out who will win $5,000 for the factory stock 50 down the back straightaway into turn number 3. This will be the final time coming to the white flag. One more trip to get the job done for any of these guys behind. Look out, because Robinette's second. TJ Evans, your race leader, the great state of Texas, runs 1, 2, 3 right now with Lee Carver out of Arkansas on the outside. Abernathy is faded to 5th here. These last several restarts have not paid to fruition for the car 4. Off of turn number 4. And Robinette tried to give him a shot in the shorts. He won't do it. 3 different factory stock winners open up. 2017 goes to TJ Evans out of Kilgore, Texas, your factory stock winner, presented by A&T Delivery. Second goes to Dustin Robinette. Third goes to Jimmy Day. 2017, and it appeared there in the early going that it was going to be inevitable that maybe Chad Abernathy would get his second consecutive. The state of Arkansas wins the first 2 factory stock events at Timberline in 2017, and tonight, the great state of Texas rises and conquers here in Corley, Texas. Tonight, it'll be the driver out of Kilgore, Texas. And 215 from Kilgore, it's TJ Evans!
That's 4 in a row, baby!
4 in a row for TJ Evans.
Yeah! I told you!
I love when drivers get fired up like that.
Yeah!
How about it, TJ? 4 in a row, 5th to the lead in this one, man, but you had to work for it. You were 3 wide at times with Chad Abernathy. A lot of great competitors in there, but you had to be really smart in this race and kind of bide your time, man. You ended up front, setting the pace. A few cautions there in the late going, but did that help you? Let you settle down and realize what you needed to do, hit your marks?
Man, I really wanted it to go green.
Yeah.
Let the car come in. This car, I tell you what, at the beginning of the year, this is already our 12th race this year. And we've finally have hit the mark, and these guys right here, man, P&W Sales, Evans Welding, that man right yonder, he puts it in day and night. My pit crew stays away from his family 5-6 days a night, and I can't thank all my sponsors enough. It's unbelievable.
You know, a lot of folks don't realize, this class isn't entry level anymore. You traded a limited modified with Sean Graham for this car. I told the race fans about that a few moments ago. He's had success in that car. You've had a lot of success in this one. I mean, what kind of does that say about Jason Ingalls and the product that he builds in these cars? I mean, this is the only IRP factory stock, but man, whether Sean was in it or you're in it, man, this seems like a really good piece. But let's not take anything away. You're a hell of a driver too, TJ.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. Jason Ingalls builds a nice car. They really do some good product. Actually, Jonathan Stewart's got IRP number 2.
Does he?
Yes. And that was tiring.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I will say, is it as tiring as running 20 on Lone Star?
No, Lone Star's more relaxed. This here is mind game, short track racing.
And this place is racy. You haven't raced here but probably 2 or 3 times in your career, so I imagine that this is especially special because you haven't raced here a whole lot. You don't have a notebook on this place, but to race 2 and 3 wide like that for the lead and coming up through the pack like that, man. That's what this stuff's all about, man. About having some fun, but winning too.
Yeah, I tell you what, Justin Whitehead has been begging us to come up here and run. I posted a deal about going one more day until race day. He said no today, and I got a wild hair. The car was all tore apart. I got off at noon, got to the shop about 2 o'clock, and we put it all together, and here we are.
Makes it tough for a guy that works a lot, on a Friday night.
Yes, and that's why it's not even washed. We unloaded it last weekend in the shop and put it on jack stands and went to work. And I also got to thank MB1 Shocks, Morgan Bagley. That's who builds my shock package, and we change probably weekly on shocks, and we're getting there. We're getting there real fast.
We see you back here for another regular show before the Factory Stock 50. I know that has to give you a huge shot in the arm. That race coming up, 5,000 to win next month.
And that's one reason we wanted to come up, because we know it's coming up. We ended up coming here last year at the end of the year. We've run one other race here. We come from 11th to 2nd and run against Kelly Lockie for the lead.
Great run tonight, man. Congratulations to you, TJ. Well-earned victory for you tonight, my friend.
Appreciate it, man.
TJ Evans and Victor Lane out of Kilgore, Texas. Your first Texan and Victor Lane here for the Factory Stocks in 2017. Colby Kelly in 48. Outside is Chris Perkins in 82 from Ashdown. Matthew Kidd out of Texarkana took a tumble here last Friday in the main event. Lights are out, we go green here at Timberline Speedway in your 4-cylinder main event presented by ABC Auto Parts. And already making it 3 wide here is the 36, or trying to anyway, was Mewburn. As right now, looking to lead lap 1. Leading the herd in the turn number 3 for the first time as Burleson drives it to the inside of him for the race lead. Who leads lap 1? Give it to Cole Burleson by half of a cat's whisker. Boy, Cole Burleson looking awfully sporty tonight, isn't he? Once again, looking for 3 in a row. What do you say to him this time in Victor Lane if he holds on? But Cole Derrick just drove it in deep into 3 to the outside of him for the top spot. Side by side for the race lead. Coming out of the line and give this lap to Cole Derrick by half of a cat's whisker. How about that? It's tighter than the top string on a Texas fiddle right now for the race lead. Through 3 and off of turn number 4, Cole Derrick now has the race lead in hand by a car length and a half at the Flagstead. The battle back here for 3rd. How about young Morgan Powell holding on the 3rd over Black Cat Chris Franks, and there they go side by side for the race lead once again. Off of 2 down the back straightaway, Cole Burleson going to edge ahead of the midpoint of the back chute. This time into turn number 3, Burleson going to use the low line here at the Timberline Speedway. Derrick going to go to the high side. Off of turn number 4, leading this lap goes to Burleson in 22. Where's the Cole Burleson fan club tonight? They're somewhere. Not they're rooting him on in spirit from somewhere. Right now, Burleson going to retake the top spot away from Derrick. They have exchanged positions 2 times since the drop of the green, and this one is 5 laps score, 10 to go. Racing through lap traffic, your leader Cole Burleson. Sometimes you'd like to be the second place driver to be able to capitalize through lap traffic. But right now, Burleson having no problems as he disposed of a few cars, but next one will be the victim of the 5B, Matthew Kidd. Here comes Cole Derrick reeling back in, Burleson for the race lead. Only 5 laps to settle the score, though. Off the exit. And on the front straightaway into 1. Burleson going to dispose of a pair of cars, and it's getting closer and closer for the race lead. Next time by, it'll be 2 laps to go, and Burleson's doing a fine job. But here comes Derrick. Derrick drove it in deep there into turn number 3 in the 4G. Cole Derrick. It's the Cole show up front, 1-2. Final time, or about to be the final time, coming through turns number 3 and 4. Will Cole Derrick make a bonsai move on the 22 of Cole Burleson? It's all Burleson up front with the white flag out and waving. Into 1. Off the exit of 2. Headed down the back straightaway, lap traffic up ahead, but a sizable advantage for your race leader, Cole Burleson. He'll do it, folks. ABC Auto Parts, full cylinder. Clean sweep for the first 3 events of 2017 goes to Cole Burleson from Hooks, Texas in 22. That young man has been on another planet and on a mission. He had to really get up on the wheel tonight and get this one. You know, each and every week it's a different story in a different way. You find Victor Lane. But still not much trouble for the driver out of Hooks, Texas. The Hadaway collision. Number 22. For Cole Burleson. In 22, your 4-cylinder winner presented by ABC Auto Parts. 3rd week in a row, man. We're getting pretty used to this stuff now. How about it? 3rd win in a row for you, Cole Burleson, but this one did not come easy tonight. Cole Derrick really fought you tooth and nail for this race win.
Oh, yeah. It's always a good race for Cole. He always puts up a good fight, and every week he brings something new to the table and just does what he can to give me the hardest time he can, so...
You haven't brought anything else to the table other than victories for the last several weeks, man. It's been pretty. You can't ask for a much better start than what you've had here in 2017.
No, I mean it. Andrew and David Rossum sold me a real good car. They knew it was a front runner when they sold it to me, and I knew it was a front runner when I bought it. Pretty much, it was one of those things. If you can't put it up front, you can't drive. So I'm trying the best I can to just do the best that I can with what I've got and make everybody proud.
Doing a great job, man. I'm very proud of you. Like I said, it's kind of rare that you're kind of the new guy that came along this year to win 3 straight to open up the season. After we've seen guys like Justin Converse kind of dominate, this class is still very new to us in this area. So it's good to get a head start on the competition.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Anybody you want to thank, young man?
All the sponsors, Nickel and Dime Race Car Bodies, Hadaway Towing and Collision, everybody in my corner that helps me out, Andrew, David, Brian and Christy Mewborn, my family. Without everybody behind me, I wouldn't be able to do this.
Absolutely. What are your plans tomorrow? Can I talk you into coming over to Boot Hill Speedway in Greenwood to race this 4-cylinder? We need more cars.
You might be able to. Especially being how the car ran tonight, I might have to swing down there.
Swing it on over there, and I don't tell this to many people, especially in front of the crowd. You come over there, I'll buy your pit pass. You come to Boot Hill Speedway tomorrow, I'll buy your pit pass.
You got a deal.
I'll see you there. How about it, folks? 3 wins to open up 2017 for the Hooks Texan Cole Burleson in 22.